Good morning, you too. Might have to go over that introduction a little bit. I like it, but I think I'm gonna trim it down a little bit, just a wee bit. How's everybody doing this morning? Well, I'm up and I'm out and doing what I get paid for. And what's that? Driving this big old truck. I need to stop being lazy. I got to get that back tire repaired because it keeps on going flat. But if the wheels ain't turning, I'm not earning. So we got to figure something out. Uh, we really got just two subjects I wanted to talk about this early morning. One of them is overcoming your fears. And what do I say about that? I'm not going to talk about stuff like I'm a professional because really not I even put up there uh, the moderator or the person that's running this doesn't know what he's doing, just likes doing it. But some of this, the things that's being a over the road truck driver, there's a lot of fear out here. There's a lot of what ifs, what could happen, this could happen. Um, Driving down a dark road, just seeing like 4 or 5 deer that could, pop up and intentionally run in front of me, and the thing is, the gut reaction is to slam on the brakes, but hey, I was slowed down, but it's either it's between you and me, and I'm sorry, the deer's got to go because I'm not gonna. Because a lot of times what we do is we swerve and um, swerving in the big rig, you kind of put in the death sentence, and I don't want to do that. A lot of these roads that I'm on, there's another deer, real dark, real what's the word? Scary. Yeah. Um, I talked about zip lining. We when I got on there, I was terrified, but I did it, and I was proud of myself after I did it. But if you would have touched my right leg was twinging like no other. That's their fear. A lot of times, you got a lot of people in the military. The sad part about it is you think you're doing something, but you're trained to kill people, you know, and kill or be killed. And I remember it was just a long time ago when I was in the Navy, and I went to see my brother for New Year's, and I drove down. I drove down from the naval base all the way to the Bronx, New York. I was getting it. I got there right at New Year's, and I remember, I get out the car, and he's like, pop the hood, pop the hood, and he pulled off my distributor cap because you don't know I'm in the South Bronx. Yeah, he pulled off the distributor cap so they couldn't hot wire the car and start it and steal my little it was a little piece of crap Chevy Spectrum, but and he said he started running. He said, "Come on, go, go, go!" And I'm like, "What the heck?" And I swear I heard fireworks and whizzing above my head. And he said, "That's not fireworks, stupid. That's bullets. Somebody's shooting." And I couldn't believe it. You know, the things that life throws in front of you. You know what I mean? Um, At work, we get we see the new person coming in. It looks like they're doing better than us. We think they're going to steal our job. We're afraid that they're going to steal our job. Well, if you're afraid. Well, do you do your job good? I- are you? I mean, everybody's replaceable, but are you a good worker? And a lot of us we get afraid, and then we take it out on other people. No, be yourself. You know, be who you are. Uh, Around these truck stops, that's why a lot of times I choose. Uh, I try my best to choose well lit truck stops. Um, I try to park in the middle towards the front. Um, I try to park in these I call them these family friendly truck stops. What do you mean by family friendly? Well, stuff where travelers come through. Those are the ones normally the unsavory kind of most of the time uh, leave you alone. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm personally looking for. You know what I mean? Um, I try not to get out in the middle of the night. I have supplies in here from everything I need. Um, I check around me. I keep stuff. I have protection. You know, I don't have a gun. Because trust me, I'm not the kind of person that needs to be carrying a gun. I don't know. I've been hit here and there, but a gun in a commercial vehicle isn't a smart move. Um, but a lot of truckers have them. Uh, I have, I do own firearms. I don't, uh, I don't have, when Georgia then changed to you don't need a permit, but I don't carry my firearms because I am kind of short tempered, so I don't do that. But I am well aware, and especially, you have that itching feeling. It's like, nah, we don't need to go down that way, or nah, we don't need to go this way, nah, we don't need to do that. It's the same thing I've always told when, I used to train other drivers. If you ain't got shared common daggone sense, you know what I mean? You're gonna you're gonna hurt somebody. And if you don't drive this thing with a little bit of, fear in you, like the fear of God and so forth, man, you need to get from behind this wheel. You know what I mean? And it's nothing personal, but you're gonna hurt somebody, you're gonna hurt yourself, and you're gonna get killed in the process. You think you Superman. These vehicles ain't no joke. But that fear, we've got other fear, fear of how people actually are. We have the races. All black people are lazy and good for nothing on welfare. I'm not on welfare. I'm a hard worker. You know, uh, the you know th- we there's other things that people say. You know, we say about Caucasians and Asians, and everybody's got something until you get to know that person and say, hey, you wasn't even like that. You know, wow. I remember years ago, one gentleman had said to me, I knew the guy was racist as all get out, but I'm still gonna be me, and I had to work with him. And I remember him saying, he said, look, he went down the gauntlet of I'm not gonna say it myself on YouTube. He went down the gauntlet from blacks, Asians, Puerto Ricans, Spanish, he went all the way down, and he said the derogatory words for it. He said, but I like you. I'm like, really? I mean, unbelievable. I'm like, really? I I remembered my father, as crazy as he was, because he was crazy. Um, he was best friends with a guy in North Georgia that was head of the Klan. And I asked him, you know, I said, it blew me away. They were really good buddies. He actually, I don't know if he was there at his deathbed, but he was really uh, good friends. And that man put out a word just because I don't, you guys, I'm African American. The man put out a word. You don't touch cowboy. That was my father's nickname. You leave him alone. And it just blew me away. I said, man, my father can make friends with everybody. And I try to be that way. I try to do that. I try to live my life the best I can, possibly as I can. I remember the truck accident that I was in. That was I don't know what kind of fear you want to define there, but that was some woo boy. That was some when you really have that notion that you about to die. Yeah, that's some strong fear. Um, I remember the simple prayer I said to God, I just want to live. I've never done nothing. It's funny how the way God works. He puts people in your lives that's going to make you be adventurous. Uh, and I know I sound I'm all over the place. There's a country song where the guy is. Hey, good morning, buddy. I'm talking. My conversation this morning is about fear, and I was saying there's a country song where the guy knew uh, he had 6 months to live. So one of the words now I went skydiving, uh, 2.seconds, 2.5 seconds on a bull man named Fu Manchu. And it's kind of we all say, hey, you need to uh, overcome your fears. Well, look, like right now, I'm on the road. It says get over. I'm trying to get over in this truck. He just hauling behind. Common sense tell you I'm not gonna race you. I'm just gonna hit the brakes. And yeah, yeah, hey Mike, I was on with him. He lost uh, his internet, but we was talking about cruising. But but I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna really get back to what I was talking about, which is trying to deal with your fear. I can't because I'm not a professional to tell you how to overcome your fear, but I can say you need to try to live your life the best you possibly can. We get into such ruts and don't realize that we never did anything. You know, that's why you know, I can't. I love my YouTube handle name about being a can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising because it's literally it's telling you the steps of my life. Can't stop walking. I met my wife. That's how I met my wife. Uh, love mowing. I never did nothing in my freaking life that I really enjoyed until I started just the destruction the destruction I put on my lawn. Like right now, I've got the middle of my lawn is a new sod of Bermuda, and it's just coming in really good. And the sides are just tore up from the floor because I've been so busy traveling and doing everything else. But I'm enjoying it. I've got plans. Um, and cruising. I just like you said, I just got off of a panel, my first official panel I wish I could, we could hear clapping or whatever. And we were talking about, cruising and exactly what had happened on that boat. We were on the carnival celebration. It was the inaugural celebration, and I was telling them some of the nasty food that I had, and we were saying that the reason why it was nasty is because there's a new crew. They're struggling to get their act together, and he's like, we're both right. I said, and he told me that he's going to be on the inaugural for the Jubilee, and he's ready for the food to be nasty. And I said, yeah, you're right, because they haven't become cohesive yet. It hasn't been made into a full on working environment. And we were talking about it. So, but back to the original story is you got to try your best to overcome natural fears. You know, the Bible, and it says it in the Bible. God has not given you the spirit of fear, but you know that's been kind of it. I think that's been kind of overrated because yeah, he didn't give us the spirit of fear, but okay, where'd it come from? That's a natural instinct. Fight or flight. That's a natural instinct. So when you become strong enough in your physical and spiritual body that you can take that, you can move on and do these things. You can zip line and jump out of. Hey, I want to jump out of an airplane. I probably need to wear depends when I do it because I know I'm gonna drop a what. But I want to do that. I want to say I do that because life is so short. Let's see what it says. No, no, no. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what it is. Um, I'm trying to. I got. I when I got on 4 a.m. Eastern. When I'm technically I'm in Texas, so I'm acting like I got a big audience, but you know what I mean. I wanted to, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do it. Do I do? Yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna put it on the thing, Eastern, Eastern Standard Time or whatever, because you know it's like when you're driving this truck, your body is my body metabolism is on Eastern Standard Time, but boy, I get it goes bonkers out there. But I'm trying to get into like a normal excuse me, a normal routine. I'm thinking maybe like a Monday through Friday, or something like that, which would give me some practice because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get some viewing and some practice. But I've noticed a lot of people that you know have got and been on YouTube, for a minute, have been engaging with people out here. They're going through it. Um, Feelings are being hurt, things are being said, and Armstrong is what he said was it was right on the button. People are not used to having proper communication skills. We're on this stuff as keyboard cowboys, and you know I could say something that I'm meaning full well in a gracious way, but as soon as I type it, As soon as I type it, I'm the a-hole. But you didn't see my mannerisms. You're not seeing me smile, and you're not seeing me, my neck going this way or neck going that way. And we've kind of fallen away from that, from all the things with all this texting and um, you know, all that. I find that I get my point. I think I get my point across more if I put it in a text or write it, but that's hard. You know, it's hard to get it. It's hard to get it across because it could be the wrong way. Now, I don't know. I mean, just being honest, I really don't know. But it is what it is, and that's all it can be. But I wish I could get the reason you see the picture of me and not the video because it's so early in the morning. It's so freaking dark. You're not gonna see nothing. I wish I could show you the video of where I'm driving. It looked like for us old heads. I remember that movie Close Encounters where they're driving down the road, you know, in the dark. 'Cause I'm heading north. I just came from uh, Laredo, Texas, and I'm heading north in Texas. And bro, when I say there ain't nothing out here, ain't nothing out here. You know, um, it it's an experience, but you get um, you get used to it after a while. But it's really an experience. I remember one time, when I first started out, I had me a big old butcher knife. I'm not telling if I still have it, I don't. But I would leave it out where I could grab it just in case. Because see, a lot of these trucks, a lot of these companies, you think um, their trucks have different keys. Nah, they're all the same key. Tell me that ain't crazy. Luckily, this company don't do that. But I remember one company I used to work for, Celadon, that went out of business. They all had the same key. I remember I got locked out of my truck one time. I walked the parking lot till I seen another truck banged on their door. They were mad as heck. I said, "Look, I'm locked out. Can I borrow your key from it? I'll bring it right back." They they key work, and you'll see a lot of YouTube videos that these folks what they do is they take their straps from the seatbelt, strap it around the door handle, and then put it back in the truck so you can't open the door and get in there. Or they use ratchet straps to wrap it around both doors to keep it. Look, if you crazy enough to come up in here, I'm crazy enough to meet you with good tidings, and it won't be great joy. I promise you that. Hey, don't hurt the harvest. How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. we, I'm just getting up. Y'all been up. Oh my God, we're an experienced bunch here. Yeah, exactly. And it's it's been it's been a hard learning curve about being on and in certain groups on YouTube. I've had one heck of a time because I have a problem. I'm what's it's kind of hard to talk about, but I am really uh, hypersensitive. So controlling my feelings are really hard sometimes. And when I say hypersensitive, boy, I go from 0 to 100, and I actually pick up on negative energy. So That's why I'm drawn to the nicer, more politer channels. I don't like that negative energy. It makes my heart race. It makes me sweat, and it's an experience that I don't wish on anybody. And I just thought I was crazy all these years, and then I seen this one video. It says, "Are you an empath?" And there's certain types of empath. I found out I took the test, and I'm I scored so high, and it says I'm what's called an emotional empath. I pick up on people's emotions. So, like, I'll give an example. I can't listen to sad music. No, no, any sad music. I'll be boohooing, and then or happy. If I come in a room and I'm pissed off, everybody's happy. I 5, 10 seconds later, I'm happy. For no real, I like absorb, people's like some kind of energy or something. And I didn't notice that, but when I finally found out, I started reading up on it, because I thought I was straight up crazy. But it says people like me, one, like to be alone, um, because too many people, it kind of messes with us, and that's true. I had to go back. I was like wondering my last couple of jobs were jobs that I was alone. It was the craziest freaking thing. I was like, wow. And how to cope with that? It's just something, and it's just sometimes, uh, if people like me like to be out in nature. Then that's why I realized, hey, I like being out in the yard all the daggone time, and I'm like, that's what because it brings me peace, it calms me down. But then I get a, again, you gotta associate with other folks. You gotta be around other folks. But people sometimes they these people. Oh Lord, this is me. These keyboard, I call them keyboard cowboys. Um, they get you and they get your spirit to the point where you want to reach through your phone or your laptop, and you want to. I'm trying not to be mean, but you want to choke them out, like and look them dead in the face, like who you talking to like that. So a lot of times when you see that I put a smile on there, it's my form of giving you that respect, my form of saying, hey, I came by, you came by mine. It's not a tit for tat, but you came by mine. But yeah, I'm trying you out. I see. Wait a minute, I kind of like what you're doing on your channel. Uh, I watched it to the end. I found something in it. It's like you learn something. You know what I'm saying? You learn something, and then you try to pass it on. You know, uh, exactly. But it's like I said it in the other passage. Because me being a black geek, I know I probably said it to y'all. You also, I have to watch what I say because I goof and Miss T with the T, she does those lingerie. I really, it's not that I am watching. I really don't want to watch, but I want to be supportive. So I turn it on. I put my phone down, turn the volume down, because I'm married. I I can say, and I'm on my second marriage. I'm married, and I really there's respect there. I only want one woman, you know. I only want one woman, exciting me, but I want to be supportive too, and I want to be respectful of her, and respectful of my wife also. So I'm learning new ways of doing stuff. So like I see some videos. Okay, this is I'm not saying corny because mine probably corny and stupid too, but I'm gonna watch this. And I'm not gonna watch it, but yeah, I'm not. I'm going to turn it on, turn the volume down, turn the phone over, and I'm going to give you my time, until I can be watching stuff. Because the temperament that I have, I can't watch nothing bad. Even like the news, I can't watch it. I feel like I'm right there with them. My heart be racing on. It's the weirdest freaking thing. You know, and now that I know I have a what uh, an understanding of certain things, I can deal with it. It's like I give you an example. We was in the Bahamas, and we had got off the boat, and we was going to go walk around the town. Well, I understand these people got to make their money, but this one guy was really um, uh, not belligerent, but he was really strong-willed, trying to sell me a tour, and I don't want to go on tours because I'm a, that actually it leads into I don't want to go on tours that are not from that boat, the boat that I'm on, and I'll explain in a minute. But that negative energy, I mean, he was getting real close to me. That negative energy, uh, because he had already made the sale with my buddy. They were going, but I didn't want to go. So I'm saying, no, I'm good. And I like you can do this, I mean, he was getting closer and closer. Then I started getting angry, and the fear started rising up in me. And what it was I was absorbing that negative energy, and I was getting pissed off and upset and afraid. And I was like, I didn't catch it till later on. Oh, that's what actually happened. And I had to dang it, the volume went down. I had to I had to explain it to my wife, and then she understood because she thought I was just being, you know, women don't understand certain things. Like, especially when you get my buddy that I hang with and that we cruise with, we're from the same hometown in New York. We went to school together. You know what I mean? So my voice when I'm around him kind of raises up. Yeah, my no, I don't owe him nothing, but I owed my wife because she didn't understand that what was going on. I was, I don't want to absorb people's, you know, energy. I don't, but I started absorbing it, and it started making me mad. I mean, I went the whole gauntlet: anger, fear, anxiety, frustration, and then once we got away from the crowd, I was good, and I was like, dum de dum de dum de dum dum. And then then I noticed we bought some liquor and had to bring it back to the boat. I noticed when I walked through that crowd again, I was getting it. I didn't walk slow or whatever like I was doing in the beginning. So I have to watch, certain things like that. It's the weirdest thing, but it's called, it's I'm an empath, and I'm not an experienced one. I really need to focus and try to study, and read up on it and figure it out. But I got other I got other priorities at this point. But I need to understand and be wary of it. Like we're going back to that port, and I'm thinking maybe I might just get me some earphones and have me some music playing or something like that. You know, hey, good morning, Urban Harvest. Welcome in, welcome in. And I'm looking for something to, even like maybe some earphones that and just follow my wife or whatever, my buddy, and then once I get there, I'm just take them off or whatever. But I have to understand that. And what does that say with YouTube? I got to watch what I say because I'll go from 0 to 100 with a quickness. And, I'll start throwing F bombs on it and then I'll be out of everybody group. I got to watch what I say. You know, I don't, I don't want to get my feelings hurt. Don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. So that's why, like, again, you see that big old smiley face. That means I'm in there and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the conversation. Like I was with, I was in the chat with my man, um, Armstrong Adventures, and I really enjoyed it. But when he asked me, I just woke up. I'm laying. You say butt behind naked, but I really wasn't. I had my underwear on, but I couldn't. But I got. I looked. I said, "Let me get up. I'm not. I'm not. I'm awake anyway." And I sat on there. We was actually just talking about the. We were talking about the cruise, just having a good old time. Exactly. But here's the problem here. I'm like, my wife is my interceptor too, but I'm I'm working on something. My wife does not like me drinking. Period. End of subject. And the reason behind that is she was married. Her first marriage, she was married to a very violent alcoholic. He even pulled a gun on her. Well, I'm not that way. I'm goofy. I'm goofy. You know. Um, but when I'm with my buddy, I do drink. But if you know anything about drinking, if you eat more than you drink, that drink don't do nothing for you. But add that and to add to the point of when I'm around him, I talk different. I'm talking like a New Yorker when I'm around him. New Yorkers throw a lot of f bombs, a lot of cussing, and it's something that we all New Yorkers know. Yeah, it's something that we all New Yorkers know. Like, f this and f you, and we don't mean nothing by it. But she can't stand it. So when you add that, then I'm around my buddy, but I'm f bombing everything, and she see I'm drinking, but she didn't realize those 5 breakfasts and 2 lunches that I'm still full from, and you should have see me have a couple of beers or 2, 3 heavy drinks. That ain't did nothing for me. I'm not even not even a slight bun. I'm so full of food that absorbed all that alcohol. But it she loves me, and I'm slowing down. The next cruise, I told my buddy, don't buy me nothing. I might have a beer or two here and there, but I'm like, no, I don't want the drama. I need to ease this down a little bit because I love this woman. I want to be with her. I don't want. It's not like I don't want the drama, but I'm on my second marriage. I literally stopped drinking for an a-hole who didn't deserve me. And I think I've been not think I know I've been trying to catch up, but my body, my body's saying, "Oh no, oh no, you don't." My body is saying, "I want to have that bottle, that whole bottle, or whatever." My body's saying, "Okay, you take one more shot, I'm gonna make you bring it all up anyway, and then you're not gonna like how you feel." My body is saying, "You have one more beer, and I'm gonna put you to sleep." My body is saying, you ain't gonna like how you feel the next day, so you better slow your roll. And she doesn't know that, she doesn't see that, but that's what's going on in the background. I've lived a miserable life before I met this woman. And a lot of times when we have the beer, the alcohol, we try to drain that sorrow, but it comes back. The sorrow still come back. But I'm in a good point in my life right now. You know, I'm in a good position. I'm happy. Uh, you know, I'm not saying that everything is hunky dory, but hey, it's dang near close. But you know, to go back to the story, she's already on DEFCON, DEFCON one, and she's thinking that he's been drinking. You know, he's being a dick to this guy. Well, the guy was being a dick to me when I told him I don't want it. But she's not recognizing all of that. So I have to say, okay, I have to take some of these things out of the equation. Let me slow my roll, because my buddy, he was drinking. I really didn't want to. I didn't want to drink. I really didn't. But I'm hanging with him. I didn't want to not disrespect him. I didn't want to he's offering it. He wanted to hang out. So okay, I'm good. So now, in the future when I don't want something, I need to speak up. You know, so all of that adds up to you're having a bad time, and she does. I need to slow down and look at the big picture, and that's what I plan to do when we go back on the we're going to be on the Mardi Gras this time. But we're going back to that same cruise. Like she's like, well, we could buy more liquor. Like, I'm thinking, like, wait a minute. And I told her, I'm not buying another dang on bottle of nothing. I don't need nothing, no more liquor. I got a whole bar that I bought on cruises, and it's collecting dust. Okay, but she thinks, I'm not. I don't know what she thinks, but I'm not, this cruise. I'm not buying no more liquor. I'm like, okay, I need to slow down to make the house a happy house, and me have more of an enjoyable time. We have to. Let me stop. I'm gonna say I have to. Like right now, I'm on my fourth day. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're right. They leave you alone. Um, my thing is, if you just leave me, if you just leave me alone, I will eventually do what you want and need me to do. Um, but if you nag me and you thinking it ain't a nag, you're telling me what to do. I've spent my whole life being told what to do and trying to please everybody. Oh no, I'm gonna do just the opposite. But if you leave me alone, I'm gonna come into like a close consensus with my body and probably stop doing it anyway. Like today, I think I'm on my third or fourth day, no coffee. Feels weird as heck, But I'm trying to give my heart a break. I'm looking at all these uh, other YouTubers that have having problems. That I got high blood pressure too, but I ain't been acting like I got high blood pressure. So now, lately, I'm looking at okay, well now I say that now, but yesterday I, I pigged out, had me a slice of pizza. No, too many carbs, but um, I only had one meal yesterday, and that's what I do out when I'm out here. I only have one meal. Why do you say that? Um, because when you eat all the time, guess what that does? Gives you the vapors. It makes you tired. Makes you want to go to sleep. I don't see how. I've been looking at some of these drivers, boy. They be big. These some these some heavy hitters. First of all, I'm like, how did you pass your physical being that big? And please don't sit there and tell me, oh, you can be heavy and healthy. No, you're not. You're putting a strain on your heart. You're putting a strain, and you slowly going. It's going to slowly catch up. But you trust me, I know. Because I was a was a whole lot bigger than I am now. was pushing it. Um, but I no coffee, still just drinking my water. I'm actually taking my blood pressure medicine. Um, and I feel it's not like I feel funny, but I don't feel that it's like you don't feel that internal pressure. I feel at ease, and I like this. So I'm gonna keep on going. But I like I like coffee too. But you're getting old. That creamer's hitting me funny. I'm just gonna be honest. You don't want to be in this truck with me when I had my coffee creamer in there. Oh boy, you know. But if you leave me to learn, you know, I learn when it's like I'll get an epiphany. You don't have to tell me, but if you keep telling me, I'm gonna block it out. But if I learn and try it out myself, I'm like, oh, you know what? I like this. You know, you know what? I don't need to have that. I don't need to have that bag of chips. I don't need to. It's funny. Like I woke up this morning, I even took my potassium pill because I know someone said you start craving, your body starts craving what it's missing. And if I'm missing that potassium, I need to take them potassium pills because if not, I'll have that big old jar of peanut butter. Mm, Moscato. I like I like it's called twisted tea. I get I get a slight buzz, and I'm not, whatever. And I like most of the time I didn't realize it, but I was drinking now because I'm old. I'm out in the yard. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm climbing up a ladder. I'm cleaning the gutters. I'm doing this. And I mean, last time I checked, I walked 13 miles one day, and I was just in the yard. And I'm I'm drinking that beer. Why? I'm trying to numb up this old behind body so I can keep on going. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. And I said I was numbing up this body so I can keep on going. So I'm gonna start working on losing some more weight. Get some arch supports, maybe some work boots, so I can because I do like being out in my yard. I'm gonna get and I'm gonna slow my roll, bring the beer count down, and eventually bring it down to nothing to zero, and then maybe on like special occasions and so forth and so on. Yeah, you know what I mean. But um, that's what I'm trying to do. That's the magic word, trying. I got to make an effort. Uh, I got to try. That's so when, like I said, if I'm going to try to do it, then it's eventually going to be done. Like a lot of y'all plant your vegetables and whatnot. I'm serious. I'm gonna wait till I spot me a thing at Home Depot or whatever. I'm gonna get some tomatoes and peppers. The ones in the bigger pots. And I think someone said to get like a clay pot, and I'm gonna strap it. I'm gonna strap it to my passenger seat, and I'm gonna grow me some because I get a lot of light in here. Why not? I'm gonna grow me. I'm gonna grow me a tomato plant and a pepper plant, and I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna be eating that mess. You know, I'm gonna be eating that mess. I'm the best part about this YouTube family is y'all be bringing some interesting stuff to the table. I'm so happy because I just started out. I remember when I started on YouTube, I was in the geeky Asian community, like Japan, 'cause I love Japanese animation. I was in the geeky Asian community. Now I finally made it over to the brothers and the sisters. You got the folks with they doing the cars and whatnot. Some of them guys got rims on their car that I could never in my life ever afford. And the tire alone, if the tire on those big 20s and 28s and whatever big tires, the tire alone, if you get a hold of that tire, you're crying because that's probably six, seven, $800 to get a new tire. But that's what people like. People, y'all, we got folks out here. I like watching it. Y'all cooking stuff I know it's going to clog my arteries, but it look good. I'm like, I don't think I can have that. And we got folks that what my man Toy's brain game. I can't even. I tried to type in something, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can barely spell it as it is. You talk about what word need to go up there? I'm like, oh boy, But it's fun, and it keeps you know, my brain going. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. See, that's what I was thinking because see, I got that habit. I will emulate positivity, positive things that come my way. I'll emulate it, and I'm looking like I gotta get me a plant. I'll be bringing them home, boy. But eh, most of them get killed off when I leave them to my better half. But I'm, she getting there. She's actually got some banana plants that she's keeping alive. I'm so proud of her. She don't even know. But um, and I have a what's that daggone thing? It's not a. I think it's an avocado plant that's doing better inside the house near my back door than it was doing outside. Isn't that crazy? Sneed is going to be unconscious. Oh, lettuce grows like that. I gotta try that out. Oh, mom. But but what I was saying is it's fun, and the main thing that's the problem with being a truck driver, you need to have something that catches your attention. And even the folks, the mukbangers, I can't stand all that chomping. And y'all eating you're talking with food in your mouth. I hate that, but I try to get the mukbangers in there, but that ain't really, yeah, the mukbang that ain't really it. But okay, I might have to try the lettuce. If y'all say it's rewarding, I need to get something in here to give me, because most of the time I'm drinking bottled water and I'm chucking at the passenger seat. I just before I started my run today, I had to clean all the junk off that seat and put it in the garbage bag, throw it out before I got out here on the road. But um, it's rewarding. We are rewarding. You guys are rewarding. It's an experience because you know what? The things that catch. Wow, yeah, that's deep. That's deep. Oh man, I tried to grow. I had a watermelon plant. My wife, she actually, we put it in this one little corner at the house, and It was growing a little vine. It was growing out, and, and she said she came back one day and boy, there was nothing but teeth left, the teeth marks. The deer came through and said, "Oh, a dessert." Go, 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 go. I'm like, man, SOB, yup, ate my daggone watermelon plant. But hey, I tried. I tried, but almost had it. What the heck? It's telling me to turn up here. See which way is it saying? See, let's see, let's see. I'm so far in the boonies. It's got me going on all these crazy behind roads, man. Oh my goodness. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna be great when I'm either great. I'm gonna either be great or I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna try to be as happy as I possibly can because I deserve to be happy. All the crap that I done been through, I deserve to be happy. I'm gonna be happy. Um, but I'm gonna be happy at something I like doing. Uh, I, I promised my wife I wouldn't buy nothing else for a while, but I'm still on the prowl. Look at I said I played some words out on some slightly used stuff for my aerator, and I got 3 or 4 hits. Guys want to sell their used ones for parts, and I'm like, well, let me just file this back in the corner because I did say I wasn't gonna buy nothing for a while. Oh boy, let's see here. Okay. Boy, you want to talk about dark out here? Let's see here. Oh man, whatever that mess is was nasty. Ooh, let's see here. Aha! Got to make a turn onto this other. Man, I've been on all these back roads all morning. I'm about wore the heck out. I don't know about you guys, but let's see here. Where we at? Where we at? They told her drivers. I had to fill that tire up again. I got to get it fixed. I don't know if I'm gonna do it today or tomorrow, but I had to, I had to air that tire up. It looks like it looks like it's not flat, but it need to be aired up. So um, I'm either gonna do it today or tomorrow before I get my next load. Oh goodness! But I can't wait to get home. I got 3 inner tubes for the 3 tires that I got to get blown up. I have an air tank, an air whatever they call it, daggone thing. I didn't need an expensive one. One guy in the thing, so I could have got a more expensive one at the pawn. I could have got a better one that was just as cheap. You didn't, whatever. Okay, so what? You're messing up my enjoyment. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, so what? Like when I even bought it, it was on sale. It was the last one, the air tank. You know, the guy, I'm standing right there. He says, I got one of those. It empties quick and it takes time to fill up. Well, yeah, it's only 3 gallons. I mean, what the heck? I only needed to pump up air on uh, lawnmower tires. For Pete's sake. See, people always want to have the negative. What? Okay, so what? You, it's like you see, I'm a little kid walk by you, and I got a balloon that's floating in there, and you the fool with the little needle that just busts my bubble. Come on, man. Really? I mean, really. But I got that. Um, my two tine holders, which were like dang near 60, 70 bucks a piece. Uh, that's the thing that's gonna cost me is those daggone tine and tine holders. I got two, so I need four, five. I think I need four more. Um, and then I got to get the tines. That's the expensive stuff. So, but I'm working on the bills first, and then I'm gonna buy that stuff. Then, and I think that I'm gonna, go get me like a paint sprayer, like an air gun type thing. Uh, with that little air tank, I shouldn't, and I'm gonna, play around with repainting the whole piece of equipment. I'm gonna repaint it a John Deere green, because I really I like it, the original color is green, but I like John Deere, so I'm gonna do that and see how it comes out. And if I get tired of it, I bought it for 200. After I'm done, if when I get tired of it, I can sell it for 2 or 3 grand. Hello, 2 or 3 grand, and not think twice. I'll start out at 3, and let him think he got over. I'll give you 5. I'll give you, you know, I'll give you 200 for it or 1,500. Okay. I normally win, blah blah blah, but I only paid 200. I'm just saying. But we'll see. We'll see. Um, I got I think one more week, and then I got to head home for my wedding anniversary. So we're gonna be celebrating that. 8. Wait a minute. I think. No, let me. I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna broadcast the numbers. I might be wrong. I ain't trying to. My wife will reach to this phone and choke me out. Yeah, them times, man. They got some that are 25 bucks a piece. No, 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 no. But I'm also doing my homework. I'm trying to see, initially, because I'm gonna need 2 sets. One for certain time of the year, like summer. They say do the solid ones, so because that's gonna be in the middle of growing season. In the winter, the core. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out, but because I need to. What I want to do is have me a little. I'm not into golf, but I want to have me a little putting green area, and I want to get the right grass and all that stuff, but I got to level it out. So that's what I'm going to be doing um, this time. I'm gonna be working on. Like I said, I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace for guys that have free dirt, seeing how much it's gonna run me. Oh, I appreciate. It's funny, man. This is actually the first, the first normal relationship I've ever been in. Um, as the person that I described to you earlier, I attract narcissistic people, uh, and I didn't realize. I thought it was all me, and I was like, I didn't even know what a narcissist was until lately, and I was like, wait a minute, that was my ex-wife. That was all my girlfriends. That was like every last one of them. And I attract narcissistic people. I got lucky this time around, um, and we've been together. I think I think we're going on 6 years married, six, 6 years married, and been together for 8. And it's going really quick. I'm like, wow, it just seems like yesterday, you know. But she's a really good woman, and you know, I'm her cheerleader. She's in the corporate area, very stressful. The things she do, it, she acts tough, but she's not. She's a very um, um, not with me, you know what I mean, but she can be. Let's say it that way. She's a very wonderful, understanding person, and it's somebody I would do anything for, and I really appreciate her. You would think it's funny. We've been together 8 years. We talk every day because I'm a truck driver. She'll talk to me on the way to work, on the way home. If I don't answer the phone, she'll keep calling, keep calling. Look, I'm like, hold up, I'm busy. I'll call you back. I want to talk about her husband. Yes, dear. I'll call you right back. Click. You know, but we talk every day, even if it's oh ho, he ha. You know, you know, it's something that we're both used to, um, and I'm very happy. She she be swearing that I'm unhappy. I'm like, no, yeah, you can be a pain in the butt sometimes, but God puts people that's gonna put you in the correction, and I know she don't play. Oh, okay, that's what I need. I need that structure, and I appreciate that structure. But sometimes, it's rough too. You know what I mean? Wow! Congratulations, congratulations! 24 years. Yeah, and it's good. People, our younger generation, they don't realize what they're missing. And you find on TikTok and you see the what is that? They call them passport or whatever, passport bros or whatever. Wait a minute, y'all just now noticing that our Caucasian brothers been doing it for years. Ex-military been doing it for years. You know, and it's not. And everybody think, they're so submissive. Ain't no woman submissive. Just when you the smart woman. Let's put it this way: every general needs a master sergeant. Every admiral needs a master chief. Who you think running the show? That admiral or that master chief? It ain't the admiral. You said, every these younger crowd be all upset about the man and nobody running me, the head of the household. I mean, he ain't the head. I he ain't running nothing this way. Well, guess what? What controls the head on your body? The neck. You can't do nothing without the neck. So, a smart woman knows how to point that man in the right direction. You know what I mean? And that man, that smart man, knows. Hey, what you think about this? No, I don't think we should do that. And we be playing it off like we made the decision, but we asking you. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Nah, we don't need to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife, we were supposed to be going. We're going somewhere. Oh, my best friend's getting married in New York. And she's like, well, what do you think we should do? 2 days or 3 days? I'm like, well, what you think we should do? In other words, I'm saying, look, make a decision. She trying to get me to make the decision. No, you the one that handles the finances in our household. I need the one that's handling the finances to make the decision. I'm following you. It's not because you're forcing me to. Because I love you, and I know the strength that you have in keeping our finances intact and on point. Because if you leave it up to my dumb ass, oh, we going down. We going down in flames. You know, I'm just being honest. We going down in flames. Don't leave it up to me. Uh, I like the situation that I'm in right now. I'm like, yes, dear. Well, okay. What do we need to be paying? Yes, ma'am. What do I need to be doing? When do I need to be there? Yes, ma'am. Like, you do whatever. No, no, nope. I know. You know, and smart people know. I'm just saying. You know, like, look, one of the best pieces of advice buddy of mine gave me, and he been married, I think, like 37. It was some long. He's in the 30s. He just said, "Shut the he double sticks up and say yes, there." Boy, when I learned that one, whoo, life's been great. Yeah. Look, I'll tell you right now, I ain't afraid of no man, but I'm afraid of my wife. I tell that story about um, the zip liner. You look at that video. I was on this zip line. This one line, the guy said top speed is 55 miles an hour. I'm gonna piss my pants. I look up and I'm like, I'm ready to walk down the mountain. Walk down the mountain. I come in and my wife is next. She come down that thing and come down to the stop. She done spun around backwards. She on the zip line backwards, looking forward, gets all smiling and whatnot. Later on, about a year or two later, she told me she was terrified. But I seen that. I said, "Oh my God, my wife's gangster. I gotta grow up here." Yeah, I can't do it either. I can't. You know, like I said, I could get up early, but I can't be out. I can't be out all night. I can't do it. But when you find that person that you click with, um, that you know God sent your way, you wake up every morning thinking about them, and you go to bed, you think about them, and you're just happy and say, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for another day. Thank you for blessing me like this, even though I didn't deserve it." That's how I feel every morning, and that's how I feel every night when I go to bed. You know, we have a saying when we talk to each other. Um, we say, you know, hey, good morning, how are you? And I'm fine, how are you? We've been doing that for the last 8 freaking years. And when you find that person that you click with and you are blessed with, man, don't f that up, brother. Don't f that up, sister. You know what I'm saying? You'd be good. But I, I just checked the clock and I see we done hit that point. Oh my God, I'm driving by a John Deere dealership. I'm drooling. Oh my God, I want to stop. Oh yeah, sorry. That was an addiction. Addiction kicking in. Um, I want to just say, hey, I just want to say thanks, guys, for hanging with me for the last hour, coming in, and while I drove and keeping me awake. Now I'm fully awake, and I'm about to throw the pedal to. I've been, yeah, I've been talking to y'all. I've been doing 55. I'm about to hit the 65 mark. Uh, but again, I appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate you joining me on this driving and talking. And it ain't Vince T said, it ain't coffee and conversation. This is trucking and conversation. I would say this, and eyes on the road, exactly. I'll say good night and good night for y'all because y'all need to go to bed. And I'm gonna say good morning and God bless. Peace out.